Hello everyone, Cap here and welcome back to some more Mechabellum. In this match I'm going up against someone going for heavy Mustangs, marksmen and fortresses. Let me show you. I'm starting as supply specialist with marksmen and sledgehammers. My opponent is a giant specialist with crawlers and mustangs. Supply specialist with sledgehammers and marksmen is a really strong start and I really like it. I'm positioning my sledgehammers vertically here so they are much better at dealing with the opponent's crawlers. And I'm also positioning them outside of the tower because people like to put their mustangs on the outside of the towers as well. So I'm hoping my sledgehammers will go up against my opponent's mustangs. And would you look at that, it is what happened. So that's pretty consistent. If you ever go up against mustangs and you have sledgehammers, you might want to start positioning your sledgehammers on the outside. However, actually my opponent moved one of the mustang packs and they are heavily defending on one side. I'm not sure if they are expecting me to go aggressive or something. I've never seen this, I think. Someone just defending on one side with almost all their units. Kind of interesting. A lot of crawlers coming in and double pack of mustangs, so it's a bit too much for me here on the right side. However, I got through on the left actually and got the tower, so I'm able to take down quite a bit more before my final units fall on the right there. Just like half a pack of mustangs left and now only one marksman. Let's see if my sledgehammers, and yeah, actually I have so many crawlers left. The crawlers alone will do a lot. And take out the marksman. Maybe actually tower debuff, are they able to? Oh, so close. Yeah, marksman goes down. And yeah, final sledgehammers taking care of the final mustangs. Extended sledgehammer range, really good here. Yeah, I'm also picking it right away. My sledgehammer's doing a lot of work right now. Extended sledgehammer range especially good against mustangs. Also helps against crawlers, just so they shoot earlier and take them out quicker, but more importantly, it's really good against mustangs. And I'm going for 2 packs of Stormcallers here. Stormcallers good against the marksmen and mustangs. And also, since my opponent decided to put all their units on one side, they are somewhat clumped up. So I could get good value out of those Stormcaller shots. Not fully sure how to position there on the right, because I now also need to clump up my units a little bit more. I'm actually deciding to just put the Stormcrawlers more in the middle. Here you go. My opponent placing a sentry on the left and some fangs in the front there to protect their army. And some more fangs. Yeah, fang in the front there, really good. It will block my sentry. Otherwise my sentry probably would have taken out the mustangs and the marksmen or something. We will never know. But yeah, good thing I got Stormcallers. It's also really good against the fangs. Yeah, Stormcaller shots landing, taking out a lot of mustangs. Still pretty close, and I'm actually losing on the right side again. Alright, I didn't win the left side as hard and didn't get through to the tower like last turn because my opponent placed a sentry there. And that's actually why I lost this round. But just slightly, so it's okay. Heavy Mustang here, it's so good. I feel like Heavy Mustang is maybe even too strong, to be honest. I pick it every time now that I have Mustangs, pretty much. Because it kind of negates the natural counters to Mustangs. So Stormcallers are much weaker against Mustangs because they need multiple rockets to hit for the Mustangs to die. And also Vulcan, or in general fire on the ground, I mean. If there's fire on the ground, it's usually really good against Mustangs, but against heavy Mustangs, it takes a while for them to burn and actually die. So yeah, heavy Mustang is just really good at negating their natural counters. I still went for a Vulcan here and I got the Amplifying Core. So with Amplifying Core, Vulcan doing a lot of damage and will easily take out Mustangs even if my opponent picked the Heavy Mustang card. So I should be fine. And in general, my opponent just has so many squishy units. So Vulcan is really good here. And my opponent is going for Splash on the Mustangs. So they are relying on the Mustangs for trash clear. My opponent reinforcing the left side a bit more. Some Mustangs added and also another Marksman, I think, on the left. And here we go. My Vulcan is having a great time. So much to burn. And so much damage to tank. Because the Amplifying Core really helping here against the two level 2 Marksmen. Would have been dead already here. And it's still alive though, because of the Amplifying Core. And actually surviving. So Amplifying Core was super important here. Otherwise the Vulcan would be dead. And would have given the snipers a lot of XP. So this was really good. And now the snipers are still level 2 and can't level. Otherwise they probably would have been level 3 and yeah. Leveled snipers just super scary. Especially against giants. Iron Blast could be good, but also not ideal here, and really hard to aim, I think, because of all the fast-moving units. Not sure if I could get the best value, actually. So I skipped here. Adding another Vulcan on the left now. And some more Sledgehammers in the middle as well. Upgrading the Sledgehammers on the right. And yeah, so basically I'm countering everything pretty well, except the snipers at the moment, I think. So all the small stuff will die to my Vulcans, and also the Sledgehammers help tank a lot of damage and are also good against the Mustangs as well. And my opponent going for more Marksmen, and they gave them the range upgrade. So yeah, they are going kind of heavy into Marksmen now. Trying to get a critical mass, so they deal enough damage that they can quickly take out my Vulcans. And the Iron Blast coming down is so good. Taking out my Sledgehammers on the right, level 2 Sledgehammers, some of them at least. Marksman, Chaff, Stormcallers, and now also in the middle the newly placed Sledgehammer pack. So that Iron Blast was S tier. It was so good for my opponent here. Yeah, right side got through, got the tower. Still a lot left. And also my Vulcan on the left dies now to the marksman fire. That's too much now. But yeah, this turn the Iron Blast decided. For sure. Advanced firepower control system, really good item, but not really for me here right now. My opponent might pick it on some leveled Mustangs. Maybe, not sure. I'm deciding to skip, upgrading some more sledgehammers, and I'm also getting range on my marksman here. So I'm not at a range disadvantage. And I'm getting the range on my Vulcans now as well. So normally I prefer to go for the fire bombs on the Vulcans. However, in this case my opponent has heavy Mustangs. And as I mentioned, fire not as good against heavy Mustangs. So instead I'm just going for range on the Vulcans. So they engage quicker, they take out more Mustangs at a time, because the Mustangs are clumping up when they walk up to the Vulcan, and the Vulcan can just hit so many of them at once. My opponent also going for some Stormcallers now, trying to help with my Vulcans. My Vulcan on the right is doing so much work. Leveled Mustangs now as well. My sniper is going down though. Range did help, but at the same time I didn't have enough units left to block. However, it's really close now, so it's just the 3 marksmen on the right. I almost won the right side as well. Range on the Vulcan as well as range on the marksman really helped me here. And my right Vulcan can actually level now. So that's really good. Especially with the amplifying core, so it's really big. Orbital Javelin, I don't like to see it here because it's good against me. On the left side, so my Vulcan on the right, I'm leveling and it has too much HP now. It's not going to die to the orbital. So the natural target for the orbital for my opponent would have been the left Vulcan here. So I'm selling that Vulcan and replacing it. I'm losing some XP on that Vulcan because I'm doing this. But at the same time, I'm dodging, maybe, hopefully, dodging an orbital. Thinking about placing missile interceptors for the opponent's Stormcallers. And I'm also placing my orbital. 2 level 2 marksmen and a pack of Stormcallers. I didn't really... I should have done it the other way around. I already placed the missile interceptor turret there on the right, but I'm now taking out the Stormcallers on the right with the orbital, so it wasn't really a good choice to place the missile interceptor there. I'm getting the temporary range buff and I'm getting another Vulcan in the middle now. And here we go. My opponent went for the orbital on the right on my level 2 Vulcan for some reason. It just deals damage now, so damage is fine, I guess. But it's so weird. Why would you do that? I sold my left Vulcan for no reason. Because my opponent just didn't target the Vulcan that it could have killed with the orbital, but instead went to damage the level 2 Vulcan. Anyways, kind of weird and awkward. But my opponent went for Fortress here. trying to take out my Vulcan much quicker. Not a bad choice, but I also have a lot of damage now to deal with the fortress. So I have Stormcallers and I have leveled snipers as well. Shield device specialist could be okay here, but it's also late in the game somewhat, so shields fall pretty quickly because there's a lot of damage on the board. Tank production line, not bad, but at the same time my opponent is now going for fortresses, so tanks are not really great anyways. Acid could only hit like one giant, it's not really worth in my opinion, so I'm picking up the I forgot what the item is called, plus 100% damage item, and put it on my most leveled marksman there on the left, so it can take out the fortress quicker. And I'm going for the best partner upgrade on my Vulcans as well. So now that my opponent is going fortresses, I need more damage against big targets, so more marksman is not a bad idea. And I'm also getting another Stormcaller for the same reason. I need more damage. The fortresses have the barrier upgrade, so I need to get through the barriers. And then also in general, just to take down the fortresses, I just need more damage. Putting down another missile interceptor turret. And getting more Stormcallers. And did not spend my money. Too slow yet again. Stormcallers doing a lot of work. Barrier in the middle going down right away. My opponent went for 2 more fortresses, so there are a lot now. 4 fortresses already, all with barriers. Vulcan on the right, doing its thing, taking out pretty much all the chaff. However, level 2 fortress on the right, it's really tanky. I'm not getting through. Fortress really low, but it's not enough. And the snipers behind and the stormcallers behind deal so much damage or just one tap everything I have. And yeah, this was enough. The level 2 fortress on the right, too big, couldn't get through. And the leveled snipers behind just one-shotting everything. And they have the range upgrade and the elite marksman upgrade, so they also have a lot of range. And I'm also now getting the elite marksman upgrade on my marksman, so I don't want to lose because of range. Picked up Storm here, putting it on the right, hoping to take out some Mustangs mainly and some chaff that's running around that's not under the bubble, maybe even take out one of the marksmen. Putting down bubbles myself to shield against the storm. My opponent might have also picked. Also, my opponent has Iron Blast up again, which is also really scary. Putting down another missile interceptor turret. So this is kind of turning right now. My opponent has tanky fortresses and leveled elite marksman. So marksman with the elite marksman upgrade. And they are really scary. A lot of block and a lot of damage. So I'm getting some more crawlers here. Because there's so much hard damage coming out from my opponent because of the fortresses and the marksman. The one thing that they are not dealing with ideally is chaff, so I'm adding some more chaff, and I'm getting the Burrow upgrade on the crawlers as well, so they take longer to kill for my opponent. Actually buying me quite a lot of time here. So the crawlers did do quite a lot of work. However, so many fortresses. And they are not dying quickly enough, I feel like. Left side, sniper wars. Right side, level 2 fortress. Is it going down? Finally. Middle fortress also going down. So it's now just 3 snipers left. Taking down my Vulcan though still. Power debuff. Still taking out one of my snipers, but this is enough. So I did manage to bring it home after all. So the crawlers with the Burrow upgrade actually made the difference here. My opponent's units distracted with them for quite a while, so I'm glad I still noticed that. With the fortresses and the marksmen, they are both heavy hitters and slow hitters kind of. So I added the crawlers here last turn with the Burrow upgrade to buy even more time. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.